Marcus Rashford! Oh, yes!
Just when it looked like Marcus Rashford's Manchester United career was finally over, everything has changed. A permanent move away from Old Trafford seemed inevitable just a few months ago. Barcelona appeared to be his preferred destination after an impressive loan spell, while Manchester United were determined to cash in and begin a new era without one of their longest-serving academy graduates. But football can change in an instant. According to fresh reports, Manchester United are now preparing for the very real possibility that Marcus Rashford could remain at the club for the upcoming season. Even more surprisingly, Rashford himself is reportedly willing to return and give everything for the club if a permanent transfer cannot be completed. Could this be one of the biggest twists of the summer transfer window? Let's break down everything you need to know. For the last 18 months, Marcus Rashford has been away from Old Trafford. After struggling for consistency and confidence during his final spell at Manchester United, the club decided it was time for a fresh start. His first destination was Aston Villa, where he showed flashes of the quality that once made him one of England's most exciting attackers. That was followed by another loan move, this time to Barcelona. Playing in Spain appeared to suit Rashford perfectly. He looked more confident, more dangerous in front of goal, and much happier on the pitch. His performances convinced many Barcelona supporters that the club should sign him permanently. Rashford himself is believed to be very interested in returning to the Catalan Giants. He enjoyed his football there and would reportedly welcome another opportunity to wear the famous blue and red shirt. However, there is one major problem. Barcelona would reportedly prefer another loan deal, while Manchester United have no interest in sending Rashford out on loan again. The club wants a permanent transfer that would allow them to receive a transfer fee and move forward with their rebuilding project. That disagreement has created a deadlock. With negotiations failing to reach a breakthrough, Manchester United have now started preparing for another scenario. Instead of assuming Rashford will leave, club officials are now making plans for what happens if he stays. According to reports, Director of Football Jason Wilcox has instructed staff to begin preparing for Rashford's possible return to the first-team squad. Discussions have reportedly already taken place between Wilcox and Manchester United manager Michael Carrick about how Rashford could fit back into the team if no transfer is completed before the end of the transfer window. That alone represents a dramatic change in thinking. Not long ago, very few people believed Rashford would ever play another competitive match for Manchester United. His relationship with the club appeared to have reached its conclusion, and a permanent exit looked like the only realistic outcome. Now, the door has reopened. One of the biggest reasons behind this change could be Michael Carrick himself. Carrick knows Marcus Rashford extremely well. The two worked together during Carrick's coaching days at Manchester United, and he understands both Rashford's strengths and the challenges he has faced throughout his career. Unlike many managers who would only see Rashford's recent struggles, Carrick also remembers the player who terrorized Premier League defenders with his blistering pace, intelligent movement, and clinical finishing. At his very best, Rashford was considered one of Europe's most dangerous forwards. Carrick may believe that player is still there. Sometimes all a footballer needs is confidence, trust, and a manager who believes in him. If Carrick can provide that environment, Manchester United could effectively feel like they have signed a new player without spending a single pound. Another interesting development is Rashford's own attitude. Reports suggest that his representatives have informed Manchester United that if a transfer cannot be completed this summer, Rashford is fully prepared to return and commit himself to the club. That is perhaps the most significant update of all. Rather than refusing to return or demanding another loan move, Rashford is reportedly ready to fight for his place once again. This willingness could make Carrick's decision much easier. After all, every manager wants players who are motivated and committed to the badge. Of course, questions still remain. Even if Rashford stays, will he become a regular starter? That will depend on several factors. Manchester United are still active in the transfer market, and more attacking signings could arrive before the transfer deadline. Competition for places will be fierce. Rashford would likely have to earn his position through hard work in training and consistent performances whenever he gets opportunities. Nothing would be guaranteed, but perhaps that challenge could bring out the very best in him. Throughout his career, Rashford has often responded positively when people doubted him. If he returns with the right mentality, He could become one of the biggest comeback stories in recent Manchester United history. There are also financial reasons why this situation matters. Manchester United would prefer to sell Rashford permanently because it would generate significant funds that could be reinvested into strengthening other areas of the squad. If no club is willing to meet United's asking price, however, keeping Rashford could become the smarter option instead of agreeing to another temporary loan. It would allow the club to retain an experienced international player while avoiding the risk of losing his value even further. For Barcelona, the situation remains uncertain. They reportedly admire Rashford but continue to favor another loan arrangement due to their financial situation. Unless they change their position and make a permanent offer that satisfies Manchester United, a deal may never happen. That leaves Rashford's future hanging in the balance. With every passing day, the possibility of seeing him back at Old Trafford becomes more realistic. Football has produced countless comeback stories over the years. Many players have returned after appearing finished at their clubs, only to become key figures once again. Could Marcus Rashford write the latest chapter in that history? Only time will tell. For now, Manchester United are keeping every option open. The club is preparing for a future with Rashford while continuing to explore opportunities for a permanent transfer. As the transfer window moves towards its conclusion, this story will be one of the biggest talking points surrounding Manchester United. Will Rashford complete a permanent move to Barcelona? Will another club enter the race? Or will Michael Carrick give the academy graduate one final chance to revive his Manchester United career? Whatever happens, the coming weeks promise to be fascinating. What do you think? Should Manchester United keep Marcus Rashford and give him another opportunity under Michael Carrick? Or should the club move on and complete a permanent sale? Share your opinion in the comments below.